Where are the training dummies? 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 Hey guys, Fhraelaok here, back on the PTR of 4.0.1. I am now on my Shaman, sitting in Exodar. I just went and hit my trainer. I cannot find the training dummies to save my life, but apparently it saves theirs. Anyway, I found that, just like on all my DPS tunes, since hit is now increased by your spirit, and spirit is now found on quite a bit of shaman gear, I decided to go to the Reforger, which is over here in the Crystal Hall. He doesn't have a change of mouse to where you can right click, but you can still do it. They're all by the enchanting trainers. As you can see, he's right around here. So I changed out every single piece that has hit to reduce the hit and increase the mastery rating, because for a shaman that is absolutely overpowered, at least an Elemental Shaman. So I increased my mastery quite a bit. I am now going to head over to another town where I know where the training dummies are, and I will show you what it's all about. Alright, I'm going to start off here in Darnassus. A little laggier than I was on my druid when I was over here. Hopefully that'll change a bit. But I wanted to show you a couple of the new spells that shamans have. FYI, I did change my name over to Magma Spar because I just think it sounds cool. Anyway, one of the new things is Earthquake. It's a targeted AoE spell. It does damage, and it will stun them. I'll read it to you. Cause the earth at the target's location to tremble and break, dealing physical damage with a 10% chance of knocking them down. Now, that is... looks like it'll do it about 7 times, so really, I mean, it might not do it. That means overall that's about a 70% chance. I've not actually tested it on a mob that won't die to it or something yet, so I am not sure, but it seems like an interesting spell. Doesn't do an incredible ton of damage, but it's pretty nifty. I mean, how many spells do you have that actually change what the earth looks like? Other than that, really everything is the same. There is a new totem that all shamans can learn. It's called Totem of Tranquil Mind, and it goes in the water totem location. When you put that one down, it's basically like Consecration Aura, or Concentration Aura from a Paladin. So they wanted to give it to another class that could actually make use of it. So I figured that's pretty cool. As you can see, Totemic Recall is not working for shamans currently on the PTR. It is buggy. So if you go into a dungeon with the shaman, they better lay their totems down quite often, because if they don't, they won't go anywhere else. Of course, you know, you can do that and replace where they are, but you cannot actually pick them up. So if you have pats going by, they will easily pull more mobs. So don't yell at your shamans if totems pull. There's not much they can really do about it. Alright, I'll go back to my Mana Spring totem. Now, Mastery is now what will increase your Elemental Overload, and it has a chance of proccing not only on Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning, but also Lava Burst, so that can be extremely overpowered. As you can see, I did increase my Mastery, so I have a 24% chance, because yes, Reforging is awesome. My gear, as you can see, anything that used to have hit, I even changed the crit from Murd and Spyglass to some Mastery. And everything that has hit now has Mastery on it as well. As you can also see on any relics that would go in the relic spot, so totems, Librams, all that good stuff, they're all now going to have stats on them and a socket. Well, I think most have sockets. I don't know if they all do. But it no longer does something to increase your abilities. That doesn't come on totems or anything like that anymore. Now they're just extra stats. So essentially like having a wand, or like having a thrown weapon for like a warrior or a rogue, similar effect. Alright, here we are at a training dummy. Of course, you still want to keep your Flame Shock up and use your Lava Burst. Now, in your talents, there's also a talent here that says Lava Surge, last bottom tier of talents. Gives your Flame Shock periodic damage ticks a 10 to 20% chance to reset the cooldown on your Lava Burst spell. You'd probably want 2 in there. Again, new talents, I just kind of tossed together a talent tree. It looks like this is probably going to be somewhat one that you'd probably use. Due to another talent here. There we go, Fulmination. When you have more than 3 lightning shield charges active, your Earth Shock spell will consume any surplus charges, instantly dealing their total damage to the enemy target. So because of that, I also put thing in improved shields here so that you do more damage from your lightning shield orbs. Plus, when you damage with lightning bolt or chain lightning, you have a chance for your lightning shield to gain more stacks and recover 2% of your mana. So really, Elemental Shamans are going to want to use their lightning shield now, no longer water shield. You still want your flame tongue weapon active on your weapon. Alright, without further ado, let's check it out. Start with Flame Shock, go into Lava Burst, and pretty much spam your lightning bolt unless your Lava Burst right there. See that proc? You keep going, watching your lightning shields until that gets to 9. Otherwise, you just keep it up with this. Once that hits 9, I'll stop for a second and show you how much damage it actually does. Alright, there we go. Let me get that Lava Burst off. Let's let the ticks drop off here. Alright, here's how much damage it does. Look at that, a 20.8k crit. Is that just not massive for your Earth Shock? I thought that was a pretty cool thing that they added in. That right there, I like the DPS on that. I wish I could keep that up. But let's go ahead and toss our totems down and let's just go at it for a couple minutes here. And see how much DPS I can get up to. But Elemental Shamans, for a lot of people, have been a very fun class to play. So those who enjoy it already are going to like it even more come 4.0 and especially come Cataclysm. You know, when Mastery is actually going to be increased on everything. It's going to be a very entertaining class. Right now it does some pretty hefty damage. I can imagine being raid buffed with this. So if you're still an Ice Crown and you are an Elemental Shaman, look forward to doing some pretty good damage, especially if you're geared. Yeah, it's some pretty nice DPS, over 7k for a guy who normally does 5 to 6k on a training dummy. Of course, Totemic Recall doesn't work, whatever. Anyway, that's basically what Elemental Shamans are all about. Just for the heck of it, I'll let you guys see Earthquake again on 2 targets to see how much damage it does. Well, I guess that's actually a pretty good AoE. I'll have to actually test it out in a dungeon. If I do so, I will be sure to take video of that and show you guys. Till next time, Magma Spar, aka Fhraelaok, signing out. Alright, here we are in Heroic Pit of Saren. We'll see what we can do in here. I came in on the second boss. If I don't lag too much here, I'm sure I'll probably be alright. By the way, I'm in here with a lot of Europeans. Well, I'm glad that the Flame Shock tends to last a lot longer on the target. Alright, well, 7.8k single target DPS. I don't think that was too bad. Pretty easy fight. Good tank. I was pulling aggro on trash, but that tends to happen when you do a lot of AoE. So apparently, Shamans look like you've been buffed a bit more for AoE, so Awesome, looks like it's gonna be a blast.